Welcome back to my next playthrough series. This time it's After the Virus. I'm going to be doing 1A, 1B, and 1C as kind of one continuous playthrough because the first couple are pretty quick. The third one I think gets a little more complicated. So the series may run maybe 7, 8, 9 videos, somewhere in there, and I'll probably die during one of the either A, B, or C because they're not that easy. I think the first one is pretty simple, the second one is a little harder to win, and the third one I think gets the most difficult. And there I think are 6 different phases of the game. So it's basically a deck builder, and you're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. And so let's take a look at the scenario 1A. I'm going to zoom in on that right now, what we're supposed to be doing, and then we're going to come back, we're going to look at the character I've chosen, Adam, and kind of the setup here. So let's get to the 1A called Chaos. Alright, so the first scenario is called, the first set of scenarios, 1A, A, B, and C, is called Outbreak. And we're going to be doing 1A Chaos. It's a little short adventure. It says the zombie virus is here and society is falling apart fast. You need to create some order and get things together or you will become overrun too. And I'm playing solo, of course, just one character. You can play 1 to 3 in this particular game. Goal, end the turn with 6 prepared cards in play, and we'll see that here in a second how that works. And the setup, start at wave 1, which I'll show you here. Remember to always add 1 to 3 zombie cards depending on player count unless stated otherwise. So we've added 1 zombie card into our deck. Alright, let's take a look now at Adam and see what he's all about. That's the solo character I'll be playing for this playthrough. The game comes with 4 different characters, and like I said, you can play 1 to 3. I'm playing solo. So let's take a look at Adam. Alright, so here we have Adam. Now he's got, you can take 3 wounds basically before you're killed. You can take a leg wound. If you take a leg wound, you can't play run cards, and you'll see what those are when we start playing the game. If you take an arm wound, you can only ready 1 weapon at a time instead of the maximum of 2. And we're starting here at wave 1, so we put the little green token on 1. And Adam, person. Adam was a lonely man, keeping to himself when things got wrong. This ex-military had some war trauma, and it didn't help him to see people turning into zombies. Without his dog, he would lose his mind. So we end up with start with a dog card in our hand, and we see here starting deck. So in play is the machete. You can see that here. All in card play cards that come in play always start out sideways, and you'll see this little yellow arrow symbol here with a number in it. That's how many cards you have to play to ready that item. So in this case it's 0. We'll see that happening as we start playing. Alright, so in our deck we have 1 zombie card because we're playing solo, so we've taken a zombie card off the top of the zombie deck, which is sorted from 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 survivor cards in here, 3 run cards, a safe house, the dog, and raid card. And I'll show you how all those work here when we start playing. Alright, I'm going to zoom out, and I think we're going to begin. So what we need to do is we need to get 6 of these cards readied, and the readied state is they get flipped this way from the sideways. Once we have 6 readied cards, we win the first scenario, 1A Chaos. So let's begin. Alright, so how the game works is you basically draw 5 cards into your hand. That's your hand size is 5. Then you're going to be playing as many cards and actions as you can, and then you get attacked by zombies if you have any zombies out in front of you to start with. We have a zombie deck, and you can see here these are 1 zombies, and it gets to 2s, and then it gets to 3s, and it gets to 4s. That's how many zombies are in the stack when you encounter them. That's how many zombie hits you have to do to kill the zombie. So, of course, if you have 2 or 3 or 4, and you only kill 1 of the zombies in a 2 zombie, it's going to end up going back to your discard pile and not back here. When you kill a zombie, it goes into this pile on the top. We also have a deck that we can scout, and in here there are vehicles and weapons and med kits and all kinds of special stuff. We have to do a scouting action to flip those cards over. We have to do a ready action to flip these cards up so we can use the text on them. I'll explain it as we go. So we're starting at wave 1 here. So we have 1 zombie in our deck. So I've shuffled this, but you know what? I'll shuffle it again so you don't think I've set it up. Alright, so let's have a go here. And alright, shuffled enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for our starting hand. Let's see what we get. We have Run! And we can discard any card we want and scout once, which means we're going to flip over one of these cards and see what it is. So we'll get to all these things as we get them. So we have our dog. We can ready him. He costs 0. Discard to kill 1 zombie. So our dog can kill a zombie. We have a survivor here costing 1 card to ready him. And we have a safe house. Save 1 or more of your prepared survivors. And I'll try to explain things as I go. We have the raid card here. Retrieve 1 card. So we can just retrieve 1 card from the scout deck. We have to scout them first, and we have discard. So we didn't get our zombie in our hands. So we got nothing to worry about currently. What I'm going to do, though, for 0 cards played out of my hand, I can ready my machete. And yes, that rhymed. Once per turn, I can discard 1 card from my hand to kill 1 zombie. So this just stays in play. So I've got 1 card now in play. I need 5 more to win the scenario. Alright, I'm going to play down my dog. And you play all your cards you play down sideways, and then you have to pay the cost to ready them. Well, this one is just a 0, so I'm going to ready him too. And he basically, I've already read him. You discard to kill 1 zombie. So the dog just attacks. So we have 2 readied cards. If I can get 6 ready cards, we'll win the scenario. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, and you can discard any 1 card to scout. So what can I do? And you can also take a survivor, and when you rescue a survivor, it'll go to your discard pile. You can either just grab a card from, I guess, the resource deck, if you want to call it that, and bring it into your discard pile if it's an event, or an unreadied state if it isn't. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. Probably not. There are a bunch of videos out here of how to play the game, so I'm kind of glazing over it. I hope I'm not going to make any errors. Alright, I have Run. So for the Run card, I don't need to use the Run. There's no zombies to run from, so I'm going to place it in my discard pile. That lets me scout once. And we find a lab. Okay, and it costs 2 cards to purchase this. And you have to play the safe house to ready the lab. It's at any time you're destroyed, medical equipment may be placed in your discard pile. Cool, okay. And you'll see how that possibly could work later on. Right now it's not a really useful card. Now the raid card just says retrieve 1 card. I could just retrieve the lab if I wanted it, but I don't think I'm going to bother at the moment. I think what we're going to do, we're going to play the survivor down. I mean, it's a card, and we're going to play the safe house, discard it to ready our 1 survivor. Now we have 3 ready cards, and we might as well retrieve 1 card with the raid, or I could scout again. You know, I think I'm going to scout again. Instead of just retrieving the lab, we're going to scout 1 more time. Oh, car. Discard to kill a zombie card and discard the rest. Maximum 1 prepared vehicle. It would cost 2 cards to prepare it. So that was basically the first round. We have no zombies attacking us, so we don't need to worry about that. And then, of course, we drop 5 new cards for the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, there will be a zombie in here because we knew that was coming. So I'm just going to rearrange the play area a little bit, and we're going to continue. Alright, so I kind of spread things out a little bit more because now we have a zombie. I'm going to put the zombie up here because it will attack us unless we get rid of it. And we're going to be shuffling and drawing next turn, which means we're going to be moving our marker to the 2, and we're going to grab 2 zombies and shuffle them into our deck. Alright, what do I have? I have a couple of runs, and this is, so if I use the run to discard 1 zombie card, it means this would go into my discard pile, but I kind of want to kill the zombie, get rid of it. So what I'm going to do, once per turn, discard 1, so we can discard any 1 card to kill 1 zombie. So I'm going to discard the run card, and that's going to kill one zombie. It's got a 1 on it. It goes to the top of the zombie pile. So we kill that one zombie by using the machete, and we don't have to discard the machete, we just had to discard a card. So that's pretty cool. Alright, we do have a couple more survivors here, and we can get some stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to discard the survivor and the run, and I'm going to get the car, which costs 2 cards, you can see here. The car comes into play, of course, in the unready state. I have 1 card left. I will play the 1 card to do a scouting action, and we find scout with the scouting action, which is basically discard to scout 2 cards, which is cool, and it's a 0. And that's something we can get for 2 cards. Alright, it is now the end of the turn. We are not getting attacked by zombies. Right on. We go to 2. What does 2 mean? It means we take the top 2 cards, 1, 2, into our discard pile. Now I'm going to have to shuffle these cards, and then we're going to be drawing up our next hand. Alright, so shuffle, 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 and yeah, let's see what we get. Alright, don't know if that shuffled enough. Alright, shuffle enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get in our hand. We get raid, a zombie. Okay, we got 1 zombie. Well, of course, the zombie goes out. He will be attacking us. We have safe house. We have run, and raid. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to raid. And the raid means retrieve 1 card. We're going to retrieve the lab. The reason we're retrieving the lab is because in order to activate the lab, we have to discard the safe house. So we're going to discard the safe house, activate our lab. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in the ready state. We have 2 runs. We're going to discard 1 of the run cards to activate our machete to kill 1 zombie. Boom. Out of here. We also have another run card, and I will discard that one to do a scout. We're going to scout some more, and we find a leather jacket. It would cost us 2 cards to get it. Destroy to prevent your next 2 wounds. Alright, so that is also available. Okay, and as you can see, it goes pretty quickly for the first scenario. We need to get 2 more cards. We can activate this one, get 2 more readied cards, and we'll win the scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's a problem. We only have 4 cards. We need to draw 5, which means we're going up to 3, which means 1, 2, 3 zombies go into our discard pile. And we're going to have to shuffle that, and we're going to be drawing 1 more card to drop to 5. So you can see how it can ramp up pretty darn quick as far as zombies in your discard pile, which can possibly show up. Alright, 5 cards. And what do we have this time? This time we only have 1 more zombie. Alright, I think we might be here for the win. Alright, so we're going to discard run to activate our machete to kill 1 zombie. Out of here. Alright, and we have... Let's get this car ready. The car is pretty cool. So we're going to discard a survivor and a run card to activate our car. So now our car is ready to go. The car basically says you can discard the car, kill a zombie, and discard all the rest of the zombies. We have 1 survivor left. And what we're going to do, we're going to put him down, get him ready, because if we can ready him, we're going to win the scenario. Alright, next hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And we didn't need to shuffle in any more zombies. What do we get this time? This time we get 2 zombies. Alright, that's a little trickier. We get a raid, and we get safe house and run. Okay, for the raid card, retrieve 1 card. We're going to retrieve the leather jacket. Okay, the leather jacket basically says 0. Well, we're going to ready the leather jacket. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 cards readied now. We have to get to the end of the turn, I believe, before we win the scenario. We're going to discard the run to activate the machete to kill 1 zombie. Gone. And we're going to use the safe house to activate the survivor Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 cards now readied. We do need to deal with this one zombie. So what I'm going to do is we're going to discard the dog to kill one zombie. So we discard the dog, we kill one zombie. We're now at the end of the turn, and we have the car, the lab, the leather jacket, the machete, 2 survivors. We have just won because the goal is end the turn with 6 prepared cards in play. So that was very quickly 1A in one episode. So when we return, I will be doing 1B. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, likes. This is After the Virus. It's a interesting little puzzly deck building game that can ramp up very, very quickly. Trust me, as you'll see the following episodes. So I will be continuing with this. Like I said, 1B is another short scenario, and then 1C is a little bit longer. So like I said, the series might go 7, 8 episodes. Depending how quickly I get killed, I might get killed very quickly. And I should say, if you get a brain injury, you're dead and you lose the game. So you basically can take a leg and arm, but your 3rd wound that you take is going to get rid of you. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in 1B, which will be the next episode.